Hi, fifth grade, sixth grade, and thanks for watching this video. And in this video, I'm going to explain what you need to do for this week as a homework. And thanks a lot for watching. Repeat that again. And you need to go in your English book on page 206, and we're going to talk a little bit about future possibilities, and we're using might and could and may too. And if you see right here, we have some examples, and we're going to talk about the future. Okay, it says right here, if computers keep advancing, you might be able to surf the web just by thinking about it. If you have a hologram, you could experience all the sensation of characters in movies or feelings. Okay, so use might to talk about the less possibility of something happening, and use could to talk about a more probably possibility. Okay, so
Hello and welcome to Lauren's English Corner. Today is another lesson on modal verbs. In today's lesson, we're going to look at different ways of talking about things as being possible, possibilities. This is if something will happen, maybe 50-50. There's a chance that it can happen, it could happen, and there's also a chance that it might not happen. So this is what we call a possibility. Now, we use the modal verbs might, may, and also could. These three modal verbs are used in English to show that something is a possibility, it's possible. May and might are very similar in meaning and usage. So, for example, let's say that there's a party next week. You could say, I might go. I might go. Or I may go. I may go to the party next week. In both of these examples, it just means that there's a chance, a possibility that you will go to the party, but there's also a chance that you won't go. So it's not definite. You haven't decided yet. I might go. I may go. And if you're talking about somebody else, you could say he may come. He may come to the party, or he might come to the party. The same meaning. It's not definite. It's a possibility. And they might sing. They might sing at the party. If you have friends that are in a band or sing very well, you could say they might sing at the party. Or they may sing at the party. It's a possibility, it hasn't been confirmed, it's not definite, but there is a chance that they will sing, or there's also a chance that they won't sing. So, may or might. In all of these examples, you can see that we use this modal verb with the infinitive. Might sing, might come, might go. And the same with may. Are might and may any different from each other? Well, there are some questions where we would use may rather than might. For example, may I have this dance? May I have this dance? This is a very formal way of asking somebody to dance with you. May I have this dance? Or may I leave early today? May I leave early today? In this case, may I leave early, may I have this dance, it's similar to the meaning of can when you're making a request. Can I have this dance? Can I leave early today? But it's more formal. Just as could is a more formal version of can, may is also more formal. May I leave early today? You could use this in a work situation, or you could ask your teacher in class to be very polite and very formal. But you wouldn't really use might. Might I leave early today? May is more appropriate. Okay. Now also, you might say in an answer to a question, yeah, I might. Are you coming to the party? Yeah, I might go. The other answer would be, I may go, or I may be going to the party, and that's where the word maybes come from. Maybe, which means 50-50. So, are you coming tomorrow? Maybe. Do you like this dress? Maybe. I might wear it. It's okay. You could also have might with the verb to be. It might be. This is again talking about something as being possible. The verb to be is what we use for rather than talking about an action. So, for example, you say, I am married, or I am short. So this is that verb to be. So it might be, you could use this for when you want to use adjectives, not verbs. So expensive, for example, is an adjective, not a verb. So you would say, it might be too expensive. So are you going to go on holiday next year? Maybe, but it might be too expensive. And it may be, again, as we said, that's where the word maybes come from. It may be too expensive. Okay, so that's might and may. Yeah, so what about could? Well, we can also use could for things that are possible. It's usually if we're talking about abilities. We spoke about can and could in another video, and we use can for ability to be able to do something. So if there's a possibility, if it's possible, there's a chance that you can do something, then you can use could. I could finish the job. So I could finish the job today, but it might take a little longer. So there's a possibility that you could be finished, that you could do this job today, but it's not 100%. So you're using could to show it's a possibility. I could be finished today, but it could take longer. Or you're talking about some friends. Why did they break up? Is it because he wants to move abroad? Yeah, it could be. That could be a reason. So that's the modal verbs, might, may, and could. And we use them to talk about things as being a possibility, a chance, not 100%, not definite. Thanks again for watching.
What do you guys need to do in this page? On this page, if you see it, we and could. And if you see right here, it says words with the partner talk about. Okay, so think a little bit about this. Talk about this future invention. What do you think there might be in 20 years? Think a little bit more and follow these models. Just think about it. And what do you need to do? Classify the invention, this one, the invention from the activity above, according to their use. Think of more inventions. So free time, you know what does that mean? Free time when you have at home doing nothing. Which of this invention do you use? So write it down right here, this one. And which of this invention you can use it at school, and which one you can use at work. Remember this ones, maybe I could say this one, the car with the radio, I can use it going to work, so I use it for work. Okay, so you need to do that, fill these lines with this invention. And also you need to go on page. Okay, so this grammar is talking about the future. So the future, we use will for talk about the future. What will the future look like in 100 years? Floating cities, flying to work, and traveling in cars capable and operating underwater. And you can read this one right here, this text. And what do you need to do in this part? So it says, write a short paragraph about what do you think your life will be in 20 years. Write about what things you will use in 20 years, what things will look like, in what kind of machines or technology you will have. Okay, so write it down in this line. You remember you need to fill all this line, okay? And also, listen, you need to make a short presentation about what do you think your life will be in 20 years. So you need to make a presentation about the future in your notebook. So this one right here, you need to do it in your notebook. Please, you need to write it down in a short paragraphs, at least 4 paragraphs in your notebook, and you need to illustrate, cut pictures and paste it in your notebook, and and explain a little bit. Write a short text below the picture. Okay, and you need to send it to me. Okay, you need to do it this in your English notebook, please. Okay, so
seconds. The whole future in 90 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Okay, I'll be there. I'll be there. That's will used for a decision made at the moment of speaking. We also use it for promises, voluntary offers, and predictions about the future. That was a friend. I'm meeting her tonight. Notice, meeting. That's the present continuous, which we use for arrangements, which are very firm plans. We're going to have a coffee together. Be going to. When you talk to people about plans that you've made, which are not quite as strong as the present continuous. We also use be going to talk about predictions of the future based on present physical evidence. For example, it's going to be a beautiful evening. So, in an hour's time, we'll be having coffee together. That's future continuous for an activity which is in progress at a future time. At 5 p.m., we'll have finished our drink. Future perfect. Will have finished. That means the action is completed. Goodness, is that the time? Guys, my train leaves in 5 minutes. Did you notice? It leaves in 5 minutes. That's present simple for a timetabled future event. We often use it with trains, buses, and planes. I better go. Oh no! London trains are to strike. That's be plus to plus the infinitive. This is also used for future, but it's very formal. We find it on television and in newspapers. I don't know what to do now. I better run. I'm going to be late to meet my mother. I'll see you next week, okay? Take care.
okay guys, so remember you need to write at least 4 paragraphs and illustrate it and cut picture like I said and about the future. Okay, remember you need to tell what things, what machines will you use in 20 years. Okay, talk about your future. Okay, make a short presentation about what do you think. Okay, and thanks a lot guys, and thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.